r/askreddit. What is a lesson you learned too late in life?
Being alone is less lonely than being married to the wrong person.
On the flip side, love is not some magical idea that if both people have will make them happy together. Love is the want and willingness to work on your relationship with your significant other. And if your significant other doesn't share this want and willingness, then no amount of work is going to make them.
Don't beg someone to be in your life. Please don't.
Yeah, if someone wants to be in your life, they'll let you know by sticking around.
It's okay to fail. That's how we learn. I used to be so afraid of failing that I never tried.
Why do we fall, Master Wayne?
Because we're a spoiled little F who has terrible balance.
That I am capable of success. I spent so long doubting myself and not doing things because I didn't think I could.
I'm guilty of this. I have a hard time picturing myself succeeding or accomplishing things, that I give up before I even try. Extremely defeatist. It's something I need to work on because it's a terrible way to live.
Some people just won't admit they're wrong. Don't waste time trying to get them to accept it. Wasted too much of my own time trying to correct people.
A lot of people see every discussion as a battle for themselves and not for the truth.
That the disappointment of your parents will be far shorter-lived than the unhappiness you'll endure by trying to make your life fit their perfect picture.
Arranged marriage has left the chat.
Not just arranged. For me it was, marrying because I knew my religious mom would freak if I just lived with him. Then B, staying married way too long because I didn't want to disappoint my mom by getting divorced. Or to find out she really cared more about my happiness than any of the rest.
Brush your goddamn teeth!
Just because someone seems nice at first doesn't mean they're a good person.
It also works the other way around. Just because someone seems rude at first doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Don't kill yourself working at a job that would replace you without a second thought.
Don't assume people will automatically notice hard work. Some only look for result.
You don't need 1,000,000 friends. Maybe less than 10, maybe 5 good friends. Put a lot of effort into those relationships instead of spreading yourself too thin.
Feels harder as the world is so transient these days and people move all around the world. It's easy to lose and gain friendships very quickly. Or even if you maintain long-distance friendships, they are more difficult to maintain and may not be as impactful to your social needs.
Listen to your grandparents' stories and ask them as many questions as you can about their lives and family history, etc. All 4 of mine passed when I was too young to truly appreciate any of the above.
Not just your grandparents. Ask all types of old people of their stories. They will enjoy telling it to you 100%, even if it is a boring story. You can learn from their wisdom.
The importance of dental health. I didn't take care of my teeth in my youth, and now that I'm older, I very much regret it.
What kinds of things didn't you do? Did you skip brushing your teeth, only brush once a day, brush for less than 2 minutes? Only use mouthwash? Not floss at all? How old were you when you first started having issues?
What issues with your teeth do you have now? Sorry for the questions. I don't want to end up with horrible dental troubles. For now, the dentist says, I am fine, but I'm kind of paranoid.
Mostly flossing is the issue. It's a lot more important than people realize. So for me, I didn't floss till like my mid-20s when finally someone told me why it is so important. Of course, I had a crap load of cavities that had to be fixed. Also, brushing every day, twice a day, is a hard habit to form if you don't form it early. I started having issues in my teens, but I'm 28, still struggling to get my crap together and still get cavities. Also, fillings don't last forever. The will eventually have to get redone.
That other people don't care what you think. They're more worried about themselves, and you aren't the first thing on their priority list. Could have saved so many headaches if I knew this years ago.
You left out the stupidest part of that concept. Nobody cares what you think, but you have to care what they think.
Yup. You can believe whatever you want, so long as it doesn't contradict or make them question what they believe. If it does make them question themselves, that's when they start to react poorly. Not because they care what you think, but because they're trying to reaffirm their own belief in themselves.
That attention and actual interest are two-way different things. Ada, wow, okay, I had no idea this would be so popular. For those asking for elaboration, I guess I was looking at it more from a relationship/love interest context. There are many men, women too, just going off my experience, who might give you attention, flirt, etc., but that attention does not actually mean they want to pursue anything. I've had it apply to friendships too, where the person just wants someone to party with, go to bars, but isn't interested in being more than an acquaintance. I'm not saying there's anything wrong there. I just waste a lot of time expecting too much from the attention givers. Learning to tell the difference between the surface-level stuff and the ones who actually gave AF was a hard but important lesson for me. And thank you all for the awards. Glad to know so many people feel similarly.
Completely. I had a somewhat shitty group of friends. Good people just didn't seem to appreciate me. I started working at a new workplace and someone offered to drive me home since I was without a car at that moment, and on the way home, they asked stuff about me and lie home. They asked stuff about me and literally paused and wanted me to wholeheartedly answer the question and give my reasons. It stopped me in my tracks. I still remember the realization, oh wait, you actually want to know and care about the response. I branched out my social circles after that, and the first person I started getting closer to did the exact same thing. It really made me realize the friendships I had, which I thought were close good friends, were actually really shallow relationships. So, to reiterate your point, just because people show you attention does not mean they're interested.
This hits pretty close to home.
Smoking isn't worth it.
The kind of romantic love I had hoped for was a fantasy in my head and not how most normal relationships work.
To add to this, being in a relationship shouldn't be a chore. It should be a positive addition to your lifestyle. If you cannot dedicate time to it because of this or that, I recommend you stay single.
You can be the best driver on the road, but you can't control everyone else.
Use your turn signals, but do not trust anyone else using their turn signals. Lesson I still remember from driver's ed 30 years ago. There's only one thing you know for certain when you see a car with its turn signal on. They have their turn signal on. That's it. You have no way of knowing if they plan on turning, if they change their mind at the last second, if they just forgot to turn it off.
If you wait till you're ready, you'll be waiting forever.
Can you elaborate a little?
A better way to put this is there is no perfect moment. If you want something, just effing go for it.
Not everyone is down for you like they say they are.
Ride or die is actually usually ride until it gets a little uncomfortable or inconvenient. Then you're on your own butt when my life goes up in flames. I will expect you to throw yourself in front of a bus for me 'cause we ride or die. Lo.
My ride, you die.
It is important to talk about your feelings, and it is okay to get help if needed.
I can do it myself. Now that we're in the digital age, I learned how to change my windshield wipers, trim my rabbit's nails, repair screen windows, replace my sub-pump ect. I always felt like I missed out learning hands on thing because my dad checked out early. Nah, girl, you could do that crap on your own.
Absolutely! YouTube is the bomb for this.
Never trust your boss or co-workers to not stab you in the back for their benefit.
You have to be trusted by the people that you lie to, so that when they turn their backs on you, you'll get the chance to put the knife in.
That everyone is making it up as they go along. Your teacher, parents, pastor, army generals, CEOs, everyone. No one has 100% true answers. However, success in life is about being decisive. Get enough information to make an intelligent decision, then confidently act on it. Others will think you have all the answers.
Plenty of successful people are wrong, often, but they digest new information and adjust accordingly.
It's okay to be selfish and take care of yourself over others. One day you may look and see there's nothing that you feel proud or accomplished by because you were living your life trying to please others, doing what you want for yourself.
This is such a deep cut. I've literally heard my mom say loving someone means you do whatever you can to support them and make their life better, even when it's detrimental to you. Still haven't fully unlearned that one after 33 years. I agree with the first part, but the comma should be a full stop.